Hey folks, Matt here, and these are the metal vinyl releases for August 2021. Fantastic. Starting with August 13th, we have a live album for German thrash veterans Destruction. This is Live Attack, to be released by Napalm Records. So this is a live stream performance, one of many we've seen from a lot of bands these days. 22 tracks in total. This is a 3 LP set with full color gatefold. The final side of the album has an etching, so there's that. Vinyl variants for both the US and Europe are gold/black, 200 copies, blue-black at 300 copies, and classic black at an unspecified number of copies. So I compared the set list between this record and the last live album. You might remember Born to Thrash. Didn't come out too long ago. Here are two big differences between them. Live Attack does have 22 tracks, where Born to Thrash only has 10. And of the 22 tracks, the classic songs missing on Born to Thrash include such classics as Death Trap, Tormentor, Reject Emotions, Sign of Fear, Release from Agony, Antichrist, and Invincible Force. So that might be a little bit of a buying decision for you if you didn't buy the last one, but you're thinking about buying this one. Either way, there are two video performances from this album at the Napalm Records YouTube channel, one for Reject Emotions and the other for Mad Butcher. Man, it must be weird performing in front of no one. I keep thinking about that every time I hear about these live stream performances. But yeah, this is their 7th live album, by the way, so there are others out there. But I might get this for the track listing, because I like this band a lot, so maybe. Also on August 13th, we'll see an album from Sepultura. This is Sepultura, to be released by Nuclear Blast Records. For those who don't know, guitarist Andreas Kisser has a video series on their YouTube channel called Sepultura. And it's basically a way during the pandemic to share stories with their fans, but also play live tracks. And some of these live performances have guest musicians, like David Ellefson, Scott Ian, Alex Skolnick, Devin Townsend, a lot of other folks. So some of those jammed Sepultura tracks are on this album. 15 in all. They run the gamut of the band's career. There's even a cover, their cover of Motorhead's Orgasmatron, but they have Phil Campbell of Motorhead on guest guitar, so that's kind of cool. You can check out the video series on YouTube just to get an idea of some of the jam tracks, but it's also a pretty good series. I'd just check it out just because of that. So far, I'm seeing this in 2 LP Classic Black for both US and Europe. Maybe other variants will come, the day after I finish shooting this. That's usually when they happen. This also comes in a gatefold sleeve. Release date is for Europe specifically, with the US seeing the vinyl released 1 week later on August 20th. I haven't really kept up with this band past Chaos AD, but I might check this out. We'll see. Moving on to August 20th, we have a brand new EP coming from another member of the Teutonic Four, this time Sodom, with their Bommenhagel EP, to be released by Steamhammer/SPV Records. Final variant for this one is 140 gram red, 3 tracks in total. The title track is a re-recorded version. You might know Bommenhagel. It's an older track, but they're redoing it with their current lineup. And the other 2 tracks are new songs, also with the current lineup, obviously. Steamhammer also has this EP plus t-shirt in a bundle form if you're interested in that. Since it doesn't look like they'll be able to tour until 2022, they wanted to get this EP out to the fans in the interim, so pretty cool. As for me, I've started to like this classic thrash band more these days with their last couple of albums, so I might get this. I'm curious at the very least. Also on August 20th will be the first time on vinyl issue of Megadeth's Unplugged in Boston album, to be released by Cleopatra. Now this 2001 recording was originally only available on CD and only for Megadeth fan club members, so now it's getting a wide release, and it's showing up on vinyl, which is pretty cool. 10 tracks in total, spanning between Rust in Peace and A World Needs a Hero, in case you're interested in that era specifically. Vinyl variants will be black, clear, red, and silver, so 4 variants total. This is definitely a stopgap release to tide fans over until their full-length album comes out. It seems to be classic thrash bands are putting out albums every 5 to 7 years, studio LPs specifically. That's kind of annoying. I don't get it. I don't like it. You probably don't either, but avoiding that rant, this might be worth checking out, especially if you're interested in this era of the band. Moving on to August 27th, we have the 6th studio album for Finnish death doom band Hooded Menace. This is the Tritonus Bell, to be released by Season of Mist. Vinyl variants for this are purple at 300 copies and classic black at 700 copies. However, if you go to the Season of Mist website, you're going to find out that the purple variant is sold out now, so you might have to go elsewhere for that variant. Videos for this album include a lyric video for Chime Diabolicus, as well as a visualizer video for Blood Ornaments. And you can find both of those at the Season of Mist YouTube channel. The band hasn't put out an album since 2018, which was Ossuarium Silhouettes Unhallowed. Amazing I can even say that. It was fairly well received, the album. Likely this record will continue with this sort of horror-themed theme that they have going on. Definitely. The 2 video tracks sound pretty decent, so I'll definitely give this album a chance when it comes out. Also on August 27th will be the first of 2 reissues for Lizzy Borden. This is Give 'Em the Axe, their debut album, originally released in 1985 and being reissued by Metal Blade Records. Vinyl variant for the US is white and black dust vinyl, but no press numbers available as of this time. As for Europe, you'll get pink vinyl at 300 copies, blue-white splash at 200 copies, and an unspecified number of black copies. Both US and European pressings also come with a poster, an insert, and a download card. I don't have a copy of this on vinyl. I do know that the OGs for it go pretty cheap and good shape, so I tend to go that direction when I'm buying older vinyl. So I might have to think about this reissue, but I might go after an OG. I don't know. We'll see. So the second Lizzy Borden reissue will be for Visual Lies, originally released in 1987. The US variant will be orange with black dust, but no press numbers on that one. As for Europe, there are likewise 3 variants. This time you get Sunflower Yellow Marble in 300 copies, Clear with red and yellow splatter at 200 copies, and an unspecified number of black copies. And as with Give 'Em the Axe, all vinyl versions come with a poster, an insert, and a download card. I actually do have an OG of this album, so I'm going to pass on this reissue, but it's a good album for this band. A lot of classic songs are on it. Definitely worth getting if you don't have it, either in OG or reissue form. Or maybe you like posters. Who knows? Also on August 27th, expect a new EP from American metal band Spirit Adrift. This is Forge Your Future, to be released by Century Media. Vinyl variant in the US is classic black at 1,000 copies. Variants for Europe are orange at an unspecified number of copies, as well as ultra clear at 300 copies. And all vinyl versions will have the EP on one side and an etching on the B side. There is a lyric video for the title track at the Century Media YouTube channel, if interested. I've only heard this material from this band, and I generally like what I've heard. I might get this as an introduction to the band and then check out some of their other stuff in their catalog, but we'll see. So probably like a lot of you, I also buy a lot of the albums I mentioned in episodes of upcoming Metal Vinyl. And from last month, I did pick up at least one title. This is Paradise Lost with their live-streamed album entitled At the Mill. I'm going to be going into much greater depth on this record in August's final haul, so definitely check in for that. So if you know of any metal vinyl releases coming out this month or future months, you should definitely let me know in the comments. Let me know the band, the release date, all of that. Definitely let me know that in the comments. Super helpful. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a like. Also share with your friends and check out this channel. This is the Accusation Network. I do metal vinyl collecting videos each and every week. Check out all those playlists. And if you like what you see, you should subscribe. Subscribing's great if you haven't already done so. If you've already done it, then it makes no sense to do it again. But do it if you haven't. It's cool. And as always, thanks for watching and stay tuned for even more metal vinyl releases coming next month.